quite noisy, as you can probably hear. Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do something I haven't done before in terms of videos, and that is a tool review. It's something I'll probably do a few more of in the near future, but I just thought I'd give it a try because I find this particular tool very useful. So it is the Milwaukee M12 Tyre Inflator, a really nice bit of kit. I'm a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to tools, and I've always used pretty much one of these, a keep fit tyre inflator. I used to do it with a compressor that I used to have, but that's gone kaput and I haven't replaced it. And the thing with using the compressor, you've got to bring the car around, which is no big deal really, but with the car parked on the drive, you've got to either, as I say, bring the car around or cart the compressor down, and it was quite a lump of kit. So I thought, why not, and go ahead and buy one of these. It's a nice little unit. As I say, it's compact. It uses the M12 batteries from the Milwaukee M12 series of tools, of which apparently there are over 100. And in terms of weight, with the battery fitted, it's 1.6 kilos, which is around about 3.4 pounds. So not very heavy at all. Okay. Before we go ahead and have a look at the unit in a little bit more detail, I'll give you some info on the unit. In terms of price, you're looking at the cheapest I could find was $74.99, and I happen to have some batteries lying around, so I just bought the bare unit, and that's what it cost. If you wanted to add a battery onto that, you may be able to find them as a kit, but I couldn't. But I already had the batteries lying around, and if you need to buy a battery, that will set you back around about £22. And the advantage of having these batteries, like many other makes of tool ranges, you can add impact driver and all sorts of tools that they make. As I said before, they make about 110 tools apparently. That's compatible with the M12. So let's have a look at some of the specifications on this nice bit of kit. The maximum tyre pressure, or pressure that it can inflate to, is 120 psi, which is 8.27 bar and 827 kilopascals, if that's what units you use to do your inflation. The air delivery rate at 0 psi is 24.9 litres, or at 35 psi it's 17.8 litres a minute. So that's basically it. So let's give it a try. Oh, before we do that, I will add that the tolerances on the readings on this are plus and minus 3%. So if you're inflating something to, say, 29 psi, 30 psi, that's a 1 psi tolerance. So without further ado, let's now have a closer look. Right, this is the unit, the bare unit, and this is the battery. So these are quite lightweight, as it says there. It's a 2 amp hour battery, which is the smallest of the M12 batteries, and I think they go all the way up to 6 amp hour. So to fit the battery, it just slots in like so, and then you're ready to go. So if we have a look at the rear of the unit, we have here the tyre inflator. That just screws into your valve. And then we have various other adapters here. Let me just zoom in a little bit. And the other adapters, which are neatly located here in this little adapter here, are the football or ball lower upperer. We have an inflatable adapter, and we also have a bicycle adapter here to blow up your racing bike tyres. And if we turn the unit around, we can switch it on with just a quick press of that button there. And as you can see, it's set for PSI. And if we want to change it to any of the other units that you want to inflate to, you just press on these two and it gives you a choice. And then you can flick between PSI, KPA or bar. But I'll stick with a tried and tested PSI. And there we go, wait till that stops flashing. And then if you want to inflate the tyres, in this case we're going to do a tyre on the Lotus Elan, and it's a rear tyre, so that needs to go up to 29 psi. No, we don't want that, so if you keep your finger on, it'll reduce in 5 psi increments. So we've got to 25, and then if you want to go up in individual units of psi, just one press, 2, 3, and then we set at 29 psi. And then if you want to inflate your tyre, you just press this button here and it'll automatically cut out when it gets to the desired pressure. So let's deflate a tyre and then reinflate it. Okay, this is the rear tyre on my Lotus Elan, and we're going to let the air out and then reinflate it. And let's see how quick it will inflate the tyre. Might even go down to 0 psi in here, so we can see how long it takes to fully inflate it. So the first job, let's just see how much is in there already. 14.5 psi. Yep, it feels a bit flat. So what I'll do is the easiest way I do it is let the air out using this unit. We'll fast forward this bit so you don't have to sit through me letting the air out. Okay, we've let all the air out of the tyre now, so I just screw that in. Switch the unit on. Let's just zoom in a little bit so you can see that clearer. Okay, let's set the pressure. So that's set to the pressure we want to get up to. So we'll see how long this takes to go from, it says it's at 1 psi at the moment. So let's press inflate. Quite noisy, as you can probably hear. you go, it's automatically stopped at 29 psi, and that took from pretty much flat. Okay, it's measured 1 psi in there in 1 minute 56.5 seconds, and I think that's pretty good. And it saves your legs as well, unless you need to keep fit. So let's check how accurate this is. Okay, there's obviously variations in all tyre pressure measuring devices, but let's see what it is. And that's saying 29.5. Oh, you can see that 29.5 psi. So that's in tolerance, I would guess. So job done. So I'll summarise in just a second and what I actually think of this unit and whether it's worth buying. Okay, in summary, I think this is a very good tool. Saves a bit of time and effort. It's portable. If you're going out on a trip somewhere, you can just put it in the back of the car with a charged battery, and if you have a problem, then you've got the facility to inflate your tyres. And it's always a good idea to check your tyres once a week anyway, which I try and do, because they always lose a little bit of pressure every now and again. So yes, I think it's well worth it. Yeah, it is quite noisy, but what it doesn't do, like a lot of other tyre inflators do, it doesn't jump all over the floor, as you could see in that trial. It's got some nice soft rubber feet here to stop that happening, and as you could see, it inflates a tyre from flat in this case in under 2 minutes, which I think is pretty darn good. Yeah, that's it. That's the summary of the Milwaukee M12 by Tyre Inflator. If you'd like this tool review and you'd like me to do some more, then I've got some additional tools that I've bought to do a review on. I quite enjoyed doing this particular review. As I said at the start of this video, I am a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to tools, and I've always done it the old-fashioned way, with a ratchet and spanners, etc, etc. But I've invested in some more tools recently, which should aid the dismantling and doing work on various cars I've got. And on that note, I haven't done many videos in recent months, and that's for a very good reason. We've been getting a house ready to sell, so that's pretty much done now. So I'll be doing more videos on the Range Rover, the Lotus Elan and the Ford Fiesta, and possibly another car in the very near future. So I should be uploading a video once every week once I get into it again. So anyway, I'm rambling now. So if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. Leave comments below if you'd like me to do a few more reviews on various tools. And as I say, thanks for watching. Tatty bye.